Singles Mamelodi and Cotton Candy from her duo with Junior Taurus took the industry by storm in 2011 and has since then become a force to be reckoned with in the house music scene. Her name is Lady Zamar, and when she is not gracing stages across the country, she's busy honing her skills as a writer, essayist and an academic. She's currently promoting her first body of work, King Zamar, which she says encompasses sounds that bring about rich vocals as well as adding the dance feel that has made her well-known and well-liked. Well, Lady Zamar is in studio and she will be chatting to me about her music. Welcome to Morning Live.
Hi, how are you?
Fantastic. Zamar, your album King Zamar came out a couple of months ago. Yeah. Judging from what I've seen on social media in as far as the responses, it looks like South Africa is showing you a lot of love. How's it been like on your end?
It's been overwhelming, to be fair. Like I could not have anticipated this response from the people in South Africa and outside the borders. It's just one of those things that as an artist you dream of. You dream of having people understand your music and relate to it in such an intimate way, because a lot of people will say things like, you help me get through the day, you help me get over my depression, when I'm sad you make me happy. And I'm like, how? You know, all this music, it's very personal for me, but I couldn't have imagined that people would find it so, like to them it's like they understand where I was when I was writing and singing.
All right, tell us about those personal experiences that, you know, you say are in the album that you talk about. And I know a song like My Baby, I've heard is one that is very close to your heart and personal to you. Share some of those personal experiences with us.
Okay, My Baby, I'll start with My Baby. My Baby was one of those songs that I remember the day we even, I started on the concept. There was a person I was deeply in love with at the time, and he just came into my life after leaving, and he left again soon after that. And it was one of the things I like, you know, I love this person so much. I love him beyond the today. I love him beyond the leaving. And I remember sitting at home thinking about how I felt towards him, and I always try to take whatever experiences I have and try to make them more everyday for me. And I kept looking at my fridge and I was like, that's how love is. We go into it and we take stuff out, you know, and that's where the entire song was born. The companionship of humans can sometimes be, human to human can sometimes be compared to the companionship of humans and food. It can be toxic or it can be amazing. So either way, at the end of the day, I wanted to encompass that message of it's a journey that you go through. It's not just a place that you get to, and that's what My Baby is about. And then you have songs like Collide that I'd started writing about 2 years before I actually recorded it, and I wrote it in sections. And it's also one of those songs where you're like, you fall in love so quickly sometimes, it feels like you are on a highway and you are rushing to something. And you know how the police are always saying, hey, where are you going? Stop. Like, you are, you know, passing all the speed limits and all that. And I just felt like, you know, sometimes you need those kind of moments in your own personal life. You need a cop in your own personal self, like within yourself, that says, hey, where are you going so fast? You know? And when you fall in love, because of the way I liken it to the whole highway and car thing, sometimes you get lucky and you don't crash. But there are times where it's instant death, you know, it's done when that person breaks your heart. I've heard of stories where people go to mental institutes because of a broken heart. So Collide is one of those songs I really wanted to embody that whole thing of, should I hold on or should I pass, or will you let me crash? Do you understand?
And as an artist, Zamar, I mean, you came onto the scene and people loved you. You know, songs that you've done with other artists, songs like Mamelodi, songs like Charlotte, they've had such a great response. How have you, as a sort of a new artist, managed to keep your head in check, managed to stay focused on what you're supposed to do without letting the popularity and all the love get to you so quickly?
It's actually one of the funniest things you just, as you're asking me that, I'm thinking about what most of my team members always say. They're like, oh, it's no use telling you anything because you just never know and you'd never see. And I think it's one of those things, the way I was raised within music, I've never really had this thing of, it's me. I believe music is a spiritual thing. It's not something you just bump into one day and it's like, oh my gosh, I can do this. I think it's something bestowed on you as a person. It's given to you because you might have the strength to carry it through, like go through with all the emotions. Because I've always said to people, artists have the most difficult life because you have to feel pain. You have to feel love and joy.
And write about it and sing about it and
expose yourself to the whole world. Right. So that's how I don't look at it as something that comes from within me. I believe it's a gift, and there will come a time where this gift is gone. And I don't want to waste my time while I have it thinking I'm more amazing than anyone else. I'm not.
Oh, fantastic. Lady Zamar, the lady with the beautiful smile. So says my director. She spoke to us about her latest album, first album, King Zamar, and just speaking about all the personal experiences that she made sure that came across in her body of work. Time for us to take a quick break, and we'll be back right here on Morning Live.
My baby,